So I'm on the Upper East Side in Manhattan, where there's a protest going on right now. That is Gracie Mansion, where Mayor Bill de Blasio resides, at least part-time. And they have these protesters barricaded a whole block away over here. Let's see what's going on. New York Taxi Workers Alliance. Can I ask you guys some questions?
Go ahead.
So, why are you guys here today?
We're here years ago. The medallion value $1.2 million. Every single driver you see here, we have a loan 400,000, 500,000. Suddenly, the city put Uber among us. When Uber, Lyft, Junior, they pick up like us, now we lost like 75% of the business. We cannot pay the bills because we have a loan.
So you took a loan to get your medallions. So you're authorized to drive the yellow and green cabs.
Yellow.
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 Only yellow.
And
Okay.
the loan we have to pay monthly. Uber came, we lost 75% of the business. We cannot make enough money to pay the bill. We start to back up until pandemic came. Now the value of the medallion like zero. So what we're looking for now, we're looking for debt forgiveness. The city have to put together with the lender, the bank.
Yeah.
We want the medallion come down $125,000 instead of $1 million, and then we able to have a loan for $750 a month. Then we can afford to pay. Otherwise, we stuck. They don't want to take the medallion because the medallion lost value. The bank looking for their money, and the bank, if you don't pay the bank, they looking for your house, for your property, called collateral, something collateral. So that's why we're here, and to ask the mayor to sit down with the bankers and see how they can down the loan for us. That's why we're here for loan forgiveness.
I see.
And see if the loan come down, we're able to put food on the table, we're able to take care of themselves. So example, me, I'm driving cab for 35 years.
35 years.
I am 72 years old now. I am finished. I owe 436,000.
Wow.
Even I go back to work until I die, I will never finish to pay.
Do you feel like you've been scammed?
To repay.
Do you feel like you've been scammed by the city?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because what happened was, what the city did, after they put Uber, Lyft Junior, every single passenger the yellow cab take, instead of to give up a raise to make little more money, they charge us $3.30 every single passenger we pick up.
Wow.
The $3.30 go to the federal, city, and taxi commission. It's a slavery. We work for it, they don't give us nothing back. Every month, you have to go on your phone or your computer, to send the money to them. If you send it late, they charge you fee. Thank you.
Yeah.
They charge you fee.
Yeah.
Don't you believe it?
I believe it somehow. Sad.
It's a slavery.
I see that. And you believe that the city gives preferential treatment to corporations like Uber and Lyft, correct?
Forget it. You know, it's a capitalism country.
Yeah.
City Hall, where Uber came from, Germany. When Uber came to New York with what? 60 billion. You never know that, right? Uber came to America with 60 billion and want to invest it. You know Wall Street. If you bring a penny, you're good.
Yeah.
So they let Uber do whatever they want. They not control Uber like Yellow Cab. They control Uber without control. Now Uber put a postcard, this, that, pick up people. Our job stolen. Yellow Cab supposed to be here to pick up with hell hands. Themselves, they have a phone, boom, up, and then they keep pick up. Yellow Cab keep driving all over. We don't pick anything.
Yeah.
And then now we becoming low. We not even can able to pay the bill. We cannot repay anything right now.
Right.
So we want the city to sit down with the bank and see how they can lower the loan, and then the city maybe make arrangement with the loan with the bank, and then to pay it for us.
Right.
And then to let us have a low bill, and then to can survive.
Yeah.
But who can pay 400, 500,000 right now?
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Even whatever work you are, you cannot pay.
No.
But the loan we take, not to buy house. When Giuliani was in power, Giuliani asked us to change the taxi every 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Brand new 5 years, garbage, buy a new one. How to buy it? A loan. We keep loan. By the time to finish to pay one group, it's built up. We cannot pay 25,000 on 5 years because they charge us daily. Daily, if you get a loan from the bank, because they are funding.
I hear some of these chants include the word suicide. Have a lot of taxi drivers committed suicide.
A lot of cab drivers suicide. You know why? Because they look down, they look up, nothing. The bank come after them. The bank want to take their house.
Yeah.
And the bank takes some medallion off. If they take your medallion, you owe them 400, and then the value of the medallion right now 60, 70,000.
Wow.
They're going to sell it, and then after that you still have a loan.
Yeah, you're still in debt.
200, you still on debt. What they looking now? Your house.
Now we're seeing this kind of crisis in a lot of industries. 92% of restaurants in New York City couldn't pay their rent in full in December. That stat came out in a report.
But the fact is, they bail them out. They bail the billionaire out, not us. They bail them out.
Right. Do you think this has all been intentional? We've seen this kind of across the country. This is not the only group of taxi drivers going through this.
We have no problem with that. We know, but what we're looking for the city and Albany to lower the loan.
Can I ask you one more question?
Go ahead, brother.
A lot of people don't know this, but New York City will be the first major test bed as a smart city in America. And a lot of people don't know what a smart city is yet in America, but it's coming and it's coming fast. One of the big parts of a smart city, at least in the models that I've seen, is that taxi cabs in the future will be driverless. They've tested those out in California, as you probably know, but if New York is going to be the first big smart city in America, a lot of these cabs, we have to assume, are going to be driverless in the near future. So when you see a candidate, the leading candidate for mayor right now is Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang is really big on smart cities, and New York City was given a grant to become a smart city last year. How does that make you feel about Andrew Yang as a candidate for mayor?
Oh, we will vote for him or Scott Stringer.
Scott Stringer?
Yeah, he's a city controller.
Yes.
He'll stand up with us 100% because he already called the mayor. He said to the mayor he's discussing what the mayor want to do. You know, there is $1 trillion now vote. The city will have, New York will have some billion coming on the trillion. The mayor wants to give us $20,000 loan to pay the bank. That means our loan coming high.
Jesus.
This is not what we want. This is mean he wants to bail the banks out and forget about us.
As always, right?
Because if you take 20,000, you give it to them, they're going to say, "Oh, Mister, this is not enough even to pay not tax, interest.
The interest
It's
on the
not
loan.
enough."
Right.
But what you doing? We don't need your 20,000.
Yeah, you can't even keep up with the interest accruing, so you're never going to pay off the loan.
And then we have a loan from the city now, plus loan to them. So this means instead of the mayor to help us, he put us down. So that's why we're here.
Yeah.
We don't need a grant loan, nothing from them. We want the medallion come down,
Right.
and then the loan come down. That's all we need. And then we